Hey everybody, welcome to another video of Trading with Jackie. I'm Jackie Panetta. In today's video, I'm going to be going over strategy number 8 of AIRO, and that is utilizing the Fibonacci retracement tool with the AIRO software. That is what it is. Strategy number 8 is off of the M15 time frame, and that is what I'm going to go over today. This is a demo account, alright, so don't freak out about the pips that you see over there like, dang Jackie, it's a lot of red over there. Yes, it is. But this is a demo account. Really, the only trade that I have going live is this GR trade. But the other two are here only in this demo. So, all three, this is a demo account. Alright, couple of things that you want to pay attention to. Alright, I'm doing a little bit of a tweak to the Fib strategy number 8 video. So, if you already have AIRO, okay, if you already have AIRO, I want you to go watch Strategy 8 Part 1 and 2 videos in your back office, in your AP back office under the AIRO courses. Please go do that. Nate does an excellent job of explaining the history of Fibonacci, how it's used, and then goes into the strategy. Alright? But like all strategies, you still need to tweak it to how it makes it comfortable for you. I'm that kind of person. People will teach me things, and then I have it in my brain, work it out to make it work for me, and then I spit it out and I trade it because it's what works for me as a trader. Okay, so I actually worked with Nate on this strategy, so I really appreciate the fact that we have this strategy together here. So strategy number 8 of Fibonacci has been brought to us, and that's what I want to bring to you guys here with my little individual tweaks. So with that being said, my little tweak of the strategy is utilizing the 200 EMA. So now there has been a lot of talk about the 200 EMA, exponential moving average, okay? It's not nothing new, okay? It's not nothing new. Everybody been using it, okay? I've talked about it in multiple videos. I've talked about it on multiple calls. Everyone here that I'm saying that the 200 acts like a beautiful magnet. It will drag price to it and then push and repel it away. Okay? Like a support and resistance zone. The 200 EMA is beautiful for that. Alright? There's plenty of people out there that will teach you how to use it. Whatever speaks to you, go for it. Okay? I'm going to show you how I use it, and especially with AIRO. Because remember, I like to keep using everything on AIRO because AIRO's drawing my support and resistance lines for me. It already showing me trend. I got money zone. Like everything that I would normally draw on a naked chart, AIRO does it for me. Call me lazy. It is what it is. I say just making it simple in my life. Okay? So with the M15 time frame, what I'm doing right now is I am going to show you guys how to mark up your chart. Alright? So here we go. I am on my favorite pair, which is Aussie Yen, AUDJPY. I love this pair. Always have, always will. The other thing that's on this chart is the AIRO MA. Alright, and in the red is the 200 EMA. Let's go mark this up. So what you first want to look for is what is the trend of your time frame. So you're going to zoom out. Alright. I'm on an uptrend. Okay. So I got more green, I got no pink or red or whatever. I'm on an uptrend, okay? So I'm going to be drawing my fib for an uptrend, okay? So that's what I'm going to be doing there. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is determine the step here. It's like almost like waves, is I guess somebody has said to me. They're like, oh, it sounds like Elliott wave. Well, I'm not really doing Elliott wave, but okay. But here's the thing. You need to find, for an uptrend, the beginning of the move, okay? The beginning of the upward move. Here's an example. Look at this upward move that AUDJPY just did. All right, this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, okay? Upward move. The point where price was below both the AIRO and 200 EMA. That is the tweak. Not just the AIRO MA, but below the AIRO and the 200 EMA, lowest point, which will be right here, to the highest point that price was above both before it closed below both again. Here's the low, Here's a high, but it has not come below both. This ain't the move to draw yet for strategy 8. Okay, let's go back and see if we can find a move. Okay, here's that low. Here's the highest point. So where's the previous low? That price was below both the AIRO MA and the 200 EMA. It needs to have closed below both before it closed below it again. Alright, here's a point right here. Here's the lowest point right here. Here's a low. Price is below the AIRO MA and the 200 EMA. So you can draw your fib for that. Fibonacci retracement tool. Click on it. Start with your low to your high point. This is off the M15. Okay. Now, let me move that down so you see it. Okay. Now, low point, high point, lowest point that it retraced to. This is 3 points. You need all three because the first two is your trend. The last two is your retracement to do what? Begin the trend again. Alright? That's the tweak with the 200 added in there. Alright? So now, here's your high, low to your high, and then how far back did the price pull? Okay? How far back did it pull? And when you're looking for, well, how do I know when I'm going to jump into the trade to restart the trend? Right? How do I know? I can tell you right up front, I'm not looking to restart the trend at all until price has come past the 55% fib level, which it did. Because it had to come below the 200, so it's down here. At this point, this candle right here, that's when you get ready. That's when you would have drew your fib. This candle right here that closed below the 200 and it's under the AIRO MA. Alright? And that's a nice little impulse. So, and it closed below the 50 fib level. That now I'm going to start to look for entries to be able to take my buy. Alright? So, I'm zooming in more if y'all not wondering what I'm doing. So as it keeps coming down, this candle don't tell me buy. This candle is bullish. It's like a dragonfly, but which is a rejection off of this discount fib level, 78.8. Everybody that know me know that's my discount fib level. It's a rejection off of it, but it's only one. I really prefer at least 2 to 3 rejections off of a fib level before I would go into it. Okay, so that's one, and then look what happened. It still kept pushing down, kept pushing all the way down, and then we have this one, rejection 1, rejection 2, and then another dragonfly was created with a doji. Not time. Look at that. Then it dropped again. I don't even like trading off of dojis. Dojis don't know where they want to go yet. Indecision. Drop. It came back down. Now look at what we're dealing with. I'm looking at that support zone. Probably would have started to create already too. Okay, it did not go to 100%. Look at that. It never touched it. It never did a complete retracement. It's just hanging out at this discount fib level. At what point do you see any type of bullish formation that's going to make you want to get into this trade? I can tell you right now that it being at 88.6 discount fib level, I'm looking for a nice, strong, bullish engulfing candle. I love bullish engulfing candles to help me restart an uptrend, and then of course I love bearish engulfing candles for me to be able to restart a downtrend. Those are the things that I like to look for. Okay, so here I don't have no bullish engulfing, not till right here. Alright, this is 12:30 on the MT4. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm asleep, so I would have missed this. I would have missed it unless I would have just set a I probably could have set a price alert on that 88.6 fib level, but remember, it didn't close, so right here I'm still asleep. This is London session, you know. So with that, I would just be waiting, but that is a good entry right there with the bullish engulfing off of this. with the change, reversal change, boom. All right, so I like that. Bullish engulfing. I really don't like it that this is coming after this though, because this was bearish. I really would have preferred to see a bullish candle here, this M bullish, with a bullish engulfing, and then get in, you know, to take off. Because as you can see, it turned around. All right, but it is what it is. If you would have got in, like right there, all right, and it's buy, of course, probably spread would have might have put you right here. Okay, so you're dealing with the drawdown there. That's about 10 pip drawdown. About 10 pips. Even to the 100, it's like 12 pips. All right, that's my entry. Where is my take profit? My take profit one is always the 0 fib level. Always the 0 fib level is take profit one. That right there is about 74 pips off of the M15. Okay, 74 pips. Now, 0 fib level is always TP1, and then any subsequent fib level next, I would just move my stop loss, continue to move stop loss. All right, and when I say TP1, meaning that if I took like a higher lot size, like say you only trading a 0.01 and you do a 0.02, I would take partial profits at 0. So I would do a 0.01 partial profit, take it all in, boom, let the other one just ride. Move stop loss along each fib level. Okay, I would have done that too. So at that, between the 0 and this 23.6, you know, that's 20 pips. So even if I got 70 here off of the first partial take profit, right, and then it decided to pull back on me from that 70, I still will walk away with an additional 50 pips. So that's still 120 pips that I would have secured, right? Now, that's off of this entry right here, but I'm asleep. Oh, by the way, that's TP1. Again, TP would be every fib level, next fib level. Take a TP if you have a higher lot size that you can do that for. Okay, each fib level I would take that. So, you know, even going from this fib level to the next one, you know, that's another 20 pips. All right. Now, where would my last TP be? What Nate teaches us, and I liked it in the video, is that wherever it retraced to, which is here, the 88.6, price will tend to go to its inverse. So it should go to negative 88.6. Now I have my fib levels only going to 61.8, right? So I need to update my fib levels actually, because I completely forgot to do that for this for this video. So let me do that now so I can show y'all where it went and make sure I got it right. Come on, fibs. There we go. Let's do that. Not AIRO, but there are fib properties. See, I got all my negatives, so let me add my other negative 0.710. Let's do that. And then let's do negative 0.788. These are just my fib levels that I got from a couple of people that I've been using, and I really like them. It doesn't matter what fib levels you use. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Negative 88.6. Okay, boom. Now my extra lines are there. So let's get back to the business. So remember, your entry is way down here. Way down here, right? And TP1 is the fib level 0. TP2, like final, like TP, is however far back it retraced to. It came back here and was touching this 88.6. Then I'm taking TP2 to the 88.6. Right? Now, did it get there? Nope. It kissed this 78.8 though. It ain't too far from it. You see what I'm saying, you guys? Now, that entry, which was down here, I'm going to show y'all. I'm zooming in so y'all can see. I'm gonna zoom in so y'all can see. Let me put it all back the way it was so you can see it again. Now let's zoom in. Let's get that actual candle. All right, remember the bullish engulfing. If you were up, all right, you caught it right here, you got in. Remember I told you that was about 74 pips to the zero, right? How many pips is it to the 88.6? Let's go, because it was for the buy. Boom. About 150 pips, 148 pips. Boom. And it already is close to it. It's like 40 pips away. So you already got, this was a 100 pip move so far. Right? Off of the M15 time frame, utilizing the fib. Utilizing strategy 8. 100 pip move on AUDJPY. Come on, y'all. Okay? Like y'all just be like, y'all might be like, oh, you know, she always just talking about, like, look, I try to keep things simple. I try to make my life simple. I mean, I got kids. I got grandkids. I say that to everybody all the time because I need y'all to understand I don't have time like that to be doing these kind of videos. You know what I'm saying? I could take 20 minutes out of my time right now to do this because they sleep or they occupied watching a movie. So that's why I could do this right now, but I can't always do this. Okay? So that I just showed y'all how to catch a 100 pip move. Now, mind you, I'm asleep at that time, right? I'm asleep. So when I wake up and I'm back in the house, it would be about 9 o'clock when I would come look at my chart, right? 9 o'clock. Here is 9 o'clock here. 9 o'clock I come look at my chart. It's already done started making its move. Alright. This is 9 o'clock. I come looking at my chart. I'm like, oh, we got a bullish engulfing candle off of a fib level. I'm going in. Like right here. Okay? I'm going in. This would be me. So technically, I would be right here. Alright? It went like 7 pips my direction, and then it came all the way back like 26 pips. I would have been mad, but I wouldn't have got out. Because, and I meant to say this earlier, my stop loss on all of this would have been this 100 fib level right here. That would have been my stop loss. So, if I would have got in right here at the beginning of the move, right? If I would have got in at the beginning of the move, I would have only been dealing with like a 13 pip stop loss. Let me just round it up and I'll make it 15 just to keep it saucy. 15 pip stop loss, right? Right there. 80.513. 15 pip stop loss. If I would have got in right here, wait a minute, where's the 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock right there. If I would have got in right here, which is at the 61.8, 51.3, 80.513, like right there. It's not giving it to me, but right there. Now I'm dealing with a 36 pip stop loss. I still ain't mad at it. 36 pips to make 52. I'm still at a 2 to 1, excuse me, 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Risk 1 to make 2. 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio still. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. And then of course, if I risked 15 pips, which was right here, to make 75, come on y'all. What's that risk to reward ratio? 1 to, let's see here, 60, 1 to 5, that's a 1 to 6 risk to reward ratio. 1 to 6 if you got in right at the beginning of it. I got in late and I still got 1 to 2, right? And that's just going to the 0, and you know we're going to the 88.6, so it becomes an exponential risk to reward, right? So that is how you do the strategy number 8 Fibonacci off of AIRO. All right, utilizing that risk reward, but just with my little tweak to it. Okay, now does it work on indices? I'm gonna be honest with you. Indices are its own ball game, and it will require me to have to go through a whole nother video on them, because honestly I do have to do a little bit more tweaks on the index versus what I do on the currency pair. The currency pair, starting off in the M15, is fire, On the index, I got to do a little bit more differently, especially because there's so many pips involved in the candles. So if I'm on the index, I might need to do it like on the M5. So like for instance, here go S&P for instance, right? Here's S&P on the M5, right? So if I need it, and then I need to add my AIRO, the 200 EMA, because I don't have it on here. Okay, alright, so I got my 200 EMA on here, and now again look at the time frame. Let's walk through it real quick. I'm on an uptrend, so I should be drawing my fib for the uptrend, right? Let's use the same principles. Alright, so here's a 200, right? Price is under both. Okay, right here. Here's the highest point, and here's the lowest point. It was under both, right over here. Okay, so let me move that. Here's the lowest point that it was under both. So let's use our fib tool here. I like to catch the bottom of that. Draw it up. Here's the highest point. Before it comes back below, which is here. So once it came back below here, then you would start to look and see if you can catch the movement going up. I already don't like it because technically the lowest point below is 100% retracement level, but it stopped and then it went back up. So that's something to look at. Okay, but we can still follow the levels here. So zoom in. Let's see what we can find. So really this is like probably 123.6, honestly, maybe is what it did. Alright, so look at that. Boom, we got this. I don't necessarily call this bullish engulfing, alright, because it's not engulfing this one for sure. It's just kind of refilling in this wick. So I wouldn't have gotten off of that move, okay, but that kind of does look like a W right here. But here's the move right here. Bullish engulfing off of this. Again, I would have preferred this to be another bullish candle, very similar to this, but this has more fuller body than this one did. I don't like the wick off at the top. This kind of has wicks on both sides, so it is what it is. It's okay. It would have been a little risky to get in right here and then try and ride it up, but the better looking setup is right here. We got this bullish candle, you got this bullish engulfing candle. Had a rejection at this AIRO MA, acting like a little stop, but then it kind of stopped right here. I would have got in right there and then rode it up. Okay, now it's a little toughy with an index, but this is like a scalping pretty much. So you would have got in like right here. So price spread would have put you right there. Take it up to a zone. At that zone, that's 100 pips. Yeah, I mean it went up 125, but that was 100 pips to the zone. Now the other thing with that is there can't be any zones in your way in between you and zero. There can't be no zones in between you and the zero fib level. If so, then the zone is going to have to be where you stop at. Okay, the zone is going to have to be where you stop at. And in this same instance, you know, where will my stop loss be? It would be under this support zone right here, pretty much. So that's not the best one, but that's a way to kind of use it on the index as well. But I don't use this on the indices as often. I use it more on the currency pairs. I've been using that more often than late. All right. So that's it. That's strategy 8. Hopefully I answered questions on how to do that. Where to draw your fib. The same way would work for a downtrend. It's really hard for me to figure out who's on a downtrend right now. I'm in GR, but they all pulled something harsh on me. Let's see. M15. Are we on a downtrend? Yeah, okay, so we're on a downtrend here. So let's do this real quick on Euro NZD. Alright, Euro NZD. Same scenario. Let me put my 200 on there. Alright. Okay. Got my 200 on there. We on a downtrend, so you're going to draw it from the down. You're going to draw high, low. Okay. So you're going to say the highest point that it closed above the AIRO MA in the 200, the lowest point that it closed to the highest point again, which will be right here. So here, draw your take your fib retracement tool, high point, low point. All right, so high, low, and then it pulled back. This is how far back it pulled, 88.6. So I should be looking to take my sell for Euro NZD actually starting next week. This is how basically I'm marking up my chart next week for it. All right, so Euro NZD, I should be looking for a sell if it so wants to restart the downtrend. All right, and then what I'm going to look for, zoom in. These are all bullish candles. I will be looking for a bearish candlestick formation that's going to tell me we restarting the trend. I like it that it's going to be coming off of this resistance zone here. So that would be nice. If it does indeed come off of this 88.6, I want y'all to pay attention. Do I have a zone, a support zone in between me and zero? No. The zero fib level is right here. There is no zone in between me and this where potential entries can start happening. So therefore, you are good to go on Euro NZD to start looking at strategy number 8. Okay, I will look for it and get going. See if you can catch a candlestick formation. I look for engulfing candles. So a bearish engulfing candle is what I would look for to get started. But you're really close to the AIRO MA, so you might get a down entry AIRO alert. That can also be a way for you to take an entry as well if you're not as good with candlestick formations or candlestick patterns to be able to see it. Okay? Alright, so that was it for a downtrend. It gave you currency pairs for both an up and a downtrend. Gave you an example of an index. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful to you. Feel free to DM me and ask me if you guys have any questions about what I just went over, how to use it with AIRO. I will put my Telegram link in the description box of this video below. I'm going to just say, if it comes off that 88.6, you know I'm getting in there. Regardless of what I'm in right now, I'll take another position. But boy, down to the zero, that's 70 pips. You know, that's about 70 pips. Well, I guess I could say that because I'm already down that much in this demo. But I can see why I would take it live, coming back down, and it'll just recoup. I'll try to take it at a bigger lot size and just recoup. That's what I would do. But anyway, again, I'll leave my Telegram link in the description box below. I will also leave just broker that I like to use, and then of course there's always a disclaimer. Past performance do not predict future profits. Alright, so the disclaimer is going to be in the description box below. And then of course we still got free passes every time. I'm telling you guys, I got plenty of them. Me and my team got plenty. Alright, so here's what I've been trying to tell you guys, and I got 2 minutes left, and then I'm going to roll out on this, sorry, is that what I just showed y'all is a way for y'all to be manually trading with AIRO to generate yourself active income. Replicate this on 5 different pairs in a week, maybe 3 to 5 pairs. Right? I just showed y'all AUDJPY just went 100 pips. Guarantee you, if you guys are watching, GJ did the same. Alright? Did the same. GU did the same. AU, I don't know if AU did that 100 pips, but they did the same. That's about 300 pips total in a week that you could have got manually trading. And then of course you guys seen my video where I did 200 pips this week passively with the signals. Alright, there was no AJ signal this week. Alright, and the Euro NZD signal for the sell didn't happen until Thursday night. Alright, and with that I'm gonna leave y'all with this. There's a Euro NZD signal that comes out, right? Whether it be a buy or a sell, right? If I'm following the trend if I have it for a sell, following the trend, here's my sell. I'm getting my sell set up using a strategy of AIRO. That is what I'm teaching you guys. Use the strategies of AIRO to help you with your market maker trend directional signals. Don't make it harder on yourselves. Use what's already there. Alright? There's plenty of ways to do it. I have another way that's not even published yet on how to take those signals as well. But use that. Okay? Alright, so that's it. I wanted to show y'all that. Again, the free passes are there. So the 7-day free pass will give you access to the signals in the live trade room. So if you guys have questions, you want to catch me on a one-on-one in the trade room, ask some questions there, go over things like this, I'll be more than happy to do so. You can get access to that on the 7-day free access pass. Plus, if you want the 14-day actual trial pass for $30, where you could use the AIRO software and get all of the strategies, all 11 of them, and the software tools, plus the binary ATM indicator and so on and so forth, you want to use the 14-day trial access pass to be able to do that. If you come over here and come connect with me and my team, I will be able to give you the 7-day access pass, show you how to get the 2-week trial, get you set up, get you wanting to learn. The whole point of this is to be able to make sure that you have both passive income generating through signals and active income generating through your manual trading. Like I said, if all you need to do is invest in this for a year, what can happen at the end of that year? What will your life look like? What will your trading knowledge look like at the end of that year? Okay? Alright, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.